I'm Stevie. Welcome to my new bedroom. So me and Josie just moved to a really old house in England and we decided to decorate the bedroom first. So when we first moved in, it was so bare. There was white everywhere, all white walls, these huge, gorgeous bay windows, and actually they came with gray crushed velvet curtains. It was terrible. Yeah, dark gray carpets to match, which we're renting, so unfortunately I can't get rid of those, at least in this room. So the first thing we decided to do was to paint all the walls. And I wanted to go with like calm warmth. I wanted to kind of look like old plaster, like the natural color of plaster. And so this is the paint color we chose.
So many spiders up here.
You okay?
No, this seems dangerous.
Well, if you fall, you've got a soft landing.
Right, it's going that way.
Ah!
Who fell? Oh, how annoying is that?
Oh my God, Jenna, look at how good that tape looks. It looks like molding.
Well, this is the shit bit.
Look at it. Does it look like shit over there?
Well, yeah, there's a bit of paint that I told you already.
Oh yeah, so we have to paint. That was already there though, which is
Yeah.
interesting, even though it matches. But yeah, there's literally one spot we have to touch up. But look how legit that looks. Oh my God, we're geniuses. So many things have gone wrong with this video. As far as, you know, shipping times and things were broken and I didn't know what this is called in England. Like, oh my God, it's been terrible. The top three are: the curtains were a nightmare, the bed was a nightmare, the rug was a nightmare. And it just sounds so stupid saying it now, but holy shit, me and Josie got in so many fights, right?
True.
So now that we're done with all the nightmare aspects of decorating this room, I mean, it's not all of them, it's just the biggest ones. Now it's time to talk about the great things, like the sponsor of this video, Philips Hue. Have you ever wanted to see a mostly empty room where the only thing whiter than the walls is your British girlfriend? Both the paint job and Josie are a shade called British Colonialist Eggshell. God, I'm so glad that I moved to England, like a historically terrible place where white people are from. So I can just make fun of it and it's never offensive.
Woohoo!
So how do you liven up any room, and how did we liven up this room? Why, with lights, of course. Philips Hue lights. If you've ever wanted to sensually rub a lamp to see if a genie comes out, the Bloom table lamp is for you. Even if the genie isn't ready yet, you know what definitely will come out? You. Also a good time. Show your new genie friend that they'll be accepted for who they are, with awesome color settings through the Philips Hue app. Disclaimer, not every Philips Hue smart indoor lighting solution will include a queer genie, but honestly, they're worth it just for the possibility. So exciting! If that somehow wasn't enough, you can set routines and schedule when you want the lights on or off. Is that gay enough for you, Genie? There's also the Play Light Bar and Indoor Light Strip Plus, because f*** Indoor Light Strip minus. The indoor Philips Hue light strip can be easily shaped and conform to almost anything that you or society tells it to be, just like the genie before they moved out of Nebraska. Also, the light strip is really bright. It's bright enough to be used for functional or decorative purposes, like I put it in a really dark spot in my closet, or maybe even both if you're feeling naughty. These lights were so easy to install, I didn't even need to use one of my wishes. So we put 3 Hue lights in the bedroom and 2 Hue lights in the closet. So the light strip went in the closet behind the clothes. The Bloom table lamp went on top of the wardrobe. We got on Facebook Marketplace for like $40. And then the TV light bar went behind the TV. And then in this beautiful, what the fuck is that called? I'm so bad at this. Lampshade. Lampshade? Chandelier light cover? Ceiling light?
Ceiling lampshade.
Ceiling light cover. You know what I'm talking about. So we have one on the ceiling in here, one on the ceiling in the closet, a light strip behind the clothes, one on top of the wardrobe, and one behind the TV. And it's incredibly mood lighting. This room at night looks amazing. I hope that it can be captured on camera. It probably, the footage probably doesn't do it justice because it looks amazing in here.
And I have my own light switch now.
Oh yeah, Josie's very excited that she has her own light switch. I've had Hue bulbs for years, right? And then when I found out that the American Hue bulbs can't be transported to England, I had to sell all my Hue bulbs that I'd had in LA and then get new Hue bulbs when I got here. I've been controlling the lights since I've lived here from an app on my phone because I didn't get this light switch. And so now Josie has her own light switch, so she doesn't have, she always, every night before we're going to bed, I always stay up later than her, and she'll be going to sleep and the lights are too bright, so she asked me for night lights. And then sometimes I'm playing a video game and I can't stop in the middle of Among Us to go and change the lights because I'll get kicked out of the game, you know what I mean? Anyway, so now she has her own light, so she can just, oh, you can't see that because I have filming lights on, but yeah, are you happy that you have more power now?
Yeah, because now I can just turn them off, even when you're playing Among Us.
Among Us! She just said Among Us. Putting a rug on top of carpet turns out not easy. Apparently also beds, so we bought this vintage bed off of Etsy, and it came with only 4 parts. So the headboard, these 2 sideboard panels, and then the footboard, right? But if you look, this is the only middle piece of wood. There's no like middle piece that goes all the way back, and it didn't come with slats, and they don't have box springs in England. So I don't know what to do. Help. And beds used to come with, they didn't have box springs or like a place for the mattress to fit on because old beds were like made of, I don't even know, hay. And so they had like nets, like a net would be in it, and then the mattress would fit on top of it. So this vintage bed, it is absolutely beautiful. We got a great deal, and we're trying to buy as many things that have been pre-owned. We're not trying to buy new modern furniture. We're trying to buy things that have been loved before and that we can continue to love and give new life to. When it got here, we found out that it didn't have a place to put a mattress in. So that was difficult to figure out how to do that in the middle of a pandemic. Turns out we had to quarantine the bed and allow...
That's our doorbell. No, now they're all gonna know we got a wolf howling as our doorbell. That's so embarrassing.
I mean, it's pretty cool. So, the best way to do it was to hire a carpenter to come and build a thing inside of the bed. So basically, you just built these slats into the bed because none of them that we bought or any systems that we bought would fit because the footboard of this bed is interesting. Wow. That's so cool. You wanna lay down on the bed together for the first time? Oh. Wow. Yay! Oh, it's so nice. Actually, it's really nice.
Oh my god, it looks stupid.
It's so comfy. Come lay on it. So after we solved that problem, then we had the problem of bay windows. It's a 5-point bay window. Actually, if I just did a tension rod at the top here to there, and then the curtains were like a wall of curtains, that would be a different vibe, and then had shades on the windows. I don't know. I looked into curtain rods because the one that came with it was this like little plasticky one that goes on the top of the windows, and I was like, gross. I just really wanted to have like black pops when I had the curtains open and on the edges of the curtains. Yeah, we looked into custom ones based on the measurements, and they were like $700. So that wasn't gonna happen. After looking at so many forums and asking so many like home decor / DIY friends, we finally found these little ball joint things that it's like a round ball and then 2 things that go either way, and you can change the... Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Maybe I need to learn real words for things. It makes it a different angle, right? Because every bay window is different because there's no standard sizes apparently. So we used 3 of them, and then we just got IKEA curtain poles, like the shortest ones we could find, so we didn't have too much extra. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. These are the same curtains I had in Los Angeles, so they remind me of home. And they're really the only curtains I've ever liked. They're just like this off-white, flowy linen curtain. So the rug we chose to get is massive because we hate the carpet. So it was very difficult to get the bed on, especially with all of the feet under this vintage bed for some reason. Did we get it?
Nearly broke up.
We did not. All right, so we basically just inched it, and then Josie lifted that, and then I lifted that, and it was a lot, but it's pretty centered and it's really fluffy and cute. And I just wanted, are you guys about to hump? I just wanted to cover up this spill-friendly carpet as much as possible because it's ugly. Was that fun for you? Oh, interesting. But then it still is writing up and I have a solution. I'm gonna make an Instagram reel about how to fix that in the future. So follow me on Instagram. So after we painted the walls, there was this giant bright white radiator. That's our source of heat. So we got this radiator cover made out of MDF, which means that if it had the slightest amount of moisture on it, it would just blow up and expand and look really gross. But it's really cheap. So we had to seal it with some MDF sealant and then painted it the same color as the wall. So it kind of blends in and acts as a art stand. All of the decor, like the finishing touches, the art and stuff, we're not really super sold on yet. You know, I'm never like done with my bedroom. I'm always like changing things and I get gifts or you know, I find special items.
There is one thing you are sold on though.
What?
The tapestry.
Oh yeah! So I have this tapestry. It just looks like a really old tapestry that you would put on the wall, and it's called The Hunt, and it's this woman like hunting, side saddle on a horse, like with dogs, I don't know, with like a castle in the background.
I'm sick of using that hammer as a hand.
Sick of you.
Go on.
The woman dropped it off from Facebook Marketplace and I was like, oh, it's from this place called the Franklin Mint. So I looked up what the Franklin Mint is, and it is an American company that recreates vintage things to look old when it's not actually, but like, what are the odds this fucking American moves to England and they're like, I'm gonna get some like old English stuff on Facebook Marketplace. This will be so fun, like old and English and vintage. And then I buy a fake vintage thing from America. What the Anyway, the story about Franklin Mint is really interesting. Look it up on Wikipedia. I still love it. It looks great. One of the easiest things I did to change, in my opinion, change a whole vibe of this room is take off those ugly chrome door handles and added this beautiful black one. Where did we find it? I think we found it on Etsy.
No.
Where did we find it?
Wayfair.
Wayfair. Okay. So we found it on Wayfair and it is so nice. I don't know, I just like the black accents against this. Like, get all of the silver out of here. Like, get it out.
Fuck silver.
Fuck silver. Oh, I got this chair that's in the window on Facebook Marketplace. Because you need a chair, you know? What is it for?
What do you mean? What's it for?
What's the chair for?
Sitting.
You need a chair for sitting, you know? Anyway, we also got these pillowcases at H&M Home.
Yeah, well done.
We got pillowcases at H&M Home and they just add some color in the room because right now it's literally just a bunch of beige and some plants. So that was nice. I also very much struggled to put up this shelf above the wardrobe because I feel like I needed some height back there because it felt like a dark hole. How's my booty look?
Looks great.
It's a display shelf. It's a brick wall behind this wall. So that was a lot. Definitely brick. Oh, wait. We didn't even talk about the closet at all. So we also from Wayfair, we got this closet system that allows us to hang all of our clothes and it's, I'm obsessed with it. I'll link in the description because it's great.
She's back in the closet after 32 years.
Oh my God, that's so original. Never heard that one before.
I reckon start at the bottom. That's funny.
I always start with the bottom.
And you know which bit is the bottom, right?
Babe!
This is fun.
Now you know how I feel when I've been filming you this whole time.
Well, someone had to do the work.
I swear to God. Gonna kill her.
Got that on tape now.
Obviously can't do it on camera, but... I think it was about 120 pounds, but it's on sale right now when I just looked yesterday for like 70 something pounds. Anyway, it's great. So we put that up really easily. No drilling into the walls or anything. And then everything... Oh, we got this lockers to put our underwear in the corner because I hate dressers. I think they're ugly. I've been meaning to talk about this on my channel because I'm obsessed with it. These boob pots, I love them. And they were sent to me by Amy Martin from the Pink and Red on Instagram. So be sure to follow them and get some pots for Christmas or whatever. I use this one to keep all my like little odds and ends like jewelry or whatever next to my bed. And then I use one in the closet to put all of my makeup brushes in, and I'm obsessed with them. If I missed something, let me know in the comments. Do you like these decorating videos? Cause right now we're about to go start on the living room. I don't know if you want me to keep making these, or I don't know. Let me know how I can improve, other than in the obvious ways that I already know.
Like learning the names of things.
I think there's a problem because there's so many names of things that are different in England than they are in America. So I'm in the process of learning them in England, but I haven't learned them yet, and I'm in the process of forgetting them in America. So I just like I can't think of words for things. And I just said curtain pole. I can't think of what the right word is. That's
Rod?
Curtain rod? Yeah.
Rail?
Curtain rod. Please subscribe if you would like to watch my continued journey to becoming British and less American. And if you would like to join my Patreon family, I would love that very much. Here are all my lovely patrons, and I just want to thank them for making these videos possible. Philips Hue for sponsoring this video. I've been a fan for years, so this is really, really cool. I would like to thank the lovely Josie for doing all of the heavy lifting for this bedroom. What else? Emotional support.
Finding the things on Facebook Marketplace.
Finding a lot of the things on Facebook Marketplace. I'm obsessed with it. I think the bed is my favorite thing. I don't think that we'll get rid of this bed for a very long time.
And that fireplace.
Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't talk about the fireplace. Did I?
No.
We found this fireplace around on Facebook Marketplace for like 40 bucks. What? It's taller than me, and it has a mirror in it, and it's gorgeous. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!